What up, peeps? It's your girl, Dosh, come back for Real Takes. Well, it's that time again. It's reaction time, and this is for The Boys Season 3, Episode 2, The Only Man in the Sky. I love the first episode, so I can only imagine what is in store for us for the second one. It was a lot going on. You see how Homelander is not taking too kindly to all these changes happening at Vought. You can see, being co-captain is not what he's here for. Certain individuals getting interviews over him, little side smack talk, and then here we are dealing with the fact that he's still trying to find out and locate his son. Got Butcher out here, not happy, trying to stay, on the straight and narrow, but trying to get some things done and trying to figure out some other things. And then now he has Queen Maeve coming to give him information about, a new character we're going to introduce to, which is Soldier Boy, giving him some compound V, was it 24? Hasn't been really used yet. So I feel like he's going to be one of the first test dummies to be trying this out, because he has to search for people that work with Soldier Boy to see if they can figure out what happened to him, or we'll find out where he's actually located. Also, I will say this, that situation that happened at the end of episode 1 with Victoria, also known as Nadia. Yeah, I'm glad someone knows now, and it's Huey, the person's closest to her. Keep your enemies close. I'm really wanting to see what he's going to do, who he's going to reach out to see if someone can help him start doing some digging. He needs to find out about her past, because clearly she has not been on the up and up. So with that said, let's go ahead and jump into it. I'll say the rest of my thoughts and then you guys.
We can offer you so much more. We can offer you a family. Or your career before everything.
You branded me with your initials. It's enough.
I'm afraid that you have become a toxic personality.
Loving this. I'm like,
Not without my dolphin. Brought to you by Lean Lady Frozen Dinners by Vought.
William. Goddamn the pusher man, am I right? You really gonna shoot that shit in your veins?
You know, I think I just might.
Odds are you'll die screaming.
Well, I've gambled more for less.
I don't think you're gonna do it.
oh goodness.
You're your mother's son. And I'll always watch out for you. Just how I promised. All right?
She's still around.
Hey there, sleepyhead. Rise and shine. Big day.
Worse, I guess that's where Vicky grew up.
You mean Nadia? God, I'm a fucking idiot. I should have seen it.
How could you
How
have
would
seen
you
this?
seen
I don't know,
that?
maybe when she killed Rayner, or when she blew up Congress.
You had no clue. Bro, please.
What if we tell Butcher?
We told Butcher I've been a soup sidekick for a year. Oh, Christ, he's never gonna not torture me for this, is he?
No, he's not.
I gotta admit, I was a little unsure about this. But now, honestly, I am just so excited about what's coming. Partner.
Ready for rehearsal?
My father died hunched over a desk, obsessing over a dead man while he was ignoring his 2 living children. And I almost did the same thing to her. But you hold on a second. I might have one thing.
Woke walk.
Cause America's sun, a shining beacon of freedom. He's America's son. Next!
Oh, well. All right.
Who is the truth, motherfucker? He died a hero.
Enjoy.
Just no turning back. You can tell that
out, I just walk Stan. How would that rate?
After the PR hole you dug for yourself this past year, I'd say you're lucky we're putting on this farce at all. But hey, it's your party. You can cry if you want to.
Ouch.
Boom! The art's just a mock-up. It'll trace his family's journey from the plains of Africa all the way to Vought Tower.
Yeah, like, I want to get back in touch with my roots. Like, in roots.
Wow.
And for the Gen Zs, a state-of-the-art interactive learning experience.
Not a middle passage.
Is that a video game about the slave trade?
Some powerful stuff.
Look, man, she didn't buy it because it's total bullshit. You couldn't care less about your African roots. You know it, and she knows it, and frankly, Africa knows it.
Yeah? You don't have a fucking dick.
No, you didn't go there.
Nadia, do you know why you're here today? Did I do something wrong? Not at all. You've made so much progress, and that's why you're here. You're getting what you've always wanted. You're adopting me.
No, I can't adopt you, Sport. Not technically. It's
that?
more complicated than you need to worry about. But you are a
Oh
very
my
rare and
God.
special
Are
girl.
you serious?
I'm gonna take care of you now.
Oh.
Is that all right?
It has been a terrible...
Sorry, mate. There you go. Nice piece. Welcome. Next. Come through. Keep still. Be a crying shame if a redneck faithful out there found out you were Soldier Boy's underage knob-gobbler. Now, all I want to know is what happened to him. And you're gonna tell me.
Maybe I put a bullet in your head.
You do that, and it'll be all over the interweb within an hour.
See, buddy, I don't give a shit. Because that never happened. Soldier Boy never touched me like that.
Damn. Oh, wow. Oh, snap. Oh, boy.
She wouldn't... It's my birthday.
Making it all by himself.
Jump.
Oh, damn.
Oh, God, oh, God.
No. No God. The only man in the sky is me.
Fuck, did she bite off her own tongue? Stormed a $1 million baby to herself. It was horrible.
Oh, my goodness.
What's going on?
Vicky was my friend. I know her daughter. She surprised me in the office on my birthday. We used to roll through that office like we were the fucking untouchables. I thought things were finally going my way.
You need to go back to Butcher. That's what. I never wanted to try to turn you into something you're not. I hate that you're making yourself sick over it. Maybe I can't be with you anymore, Marvin, and I am so sorry for that. But you should go do what you have to do. Face this shit down.
Hi, buddy. Sorry I'm running late. I thought thought I'd have time to sneak in a haircut. It always takes longer than I think it will. There's some double stuffs in the pantry, but only 2, mister. More than 2 and I will know. Okay, I'm hanging up now. Just wanted to tell you that I love you, and I'll see you soon. So, I love you, and I'll see you soon.
Newman's a soup. She's the head pupper.
You what?
Yeah, she's pretty much Stan Edgar's daughter, too. Past year of my life has been a waste. I thought we could fight Vought the right way, but we can't. It's all rigged. If we're gonna take them down, we have to do whatever it takes. We have to do it your way.
Oh boy.
That's the others. That's the fucking CIA. CIA.
Yeah. We're working with the CIA.
Who was your case officer?
Grace.
Grace Mallory. All right?
Fuck.
Starlight lied to you just now. She did. I don't make mistakes. I'm not just like the rest of you. I'm stronger. I'm smarter. I'm better. I am better. Just don't realize it. I'm done. I am done apologizing. I am done being persecuted for my strength. You people should be thanking Christ that I am who and what I am because you need me. You need me to save you. You do. I am the only one who possibly can. You're not the real heroes. I'm the real hero.
All right, you guys. This episode, I'm just like, I just have no words. I swear, so much going on, and definitely some more layers to some of the storylines with some of the individual characters. First off, Homelander, yeah. I said it was going to be a moment where something's going to come up or happen, and he's just going to let it rip, even if it wasn't in the physical sense or it just speaking his truth. And he let it flow. Seeing all the things that were happening with the changes happening, co-captain, like I stated before, certain interviews, certain people, being considered before him, downgrade certain things, not having full pull where every now and then Stan will show up, whatever, and say something to kind of, take him off his game or throw at him a little bit. So it doesn't feel like he has, that type of power like he had, like we've seen previously, where he's able to flex it in seasons 1 and 2. And then going out there to be honored for his birthday, and Starlight making her, calm about him donating to her charity, and, both Flakes line, which is true, is pretty much Vought doing that, but just making it look like he's adding little stuff and glazing on certain stuff. And he just was like, no, you should be glad I'm here. I'm the hero. You're not the hero. I'm tired of, apologizing, distancing. But I'm going to be honest with you. Yeah, of course you are. You don't ever think you do anything wrong. He literally, like he said, came out of some sort of petri dish to the girl who was, about to commit suicide and actually did. But I'm like, buddy, you've done some very heinous things. Granted, I can't fault him too much because they were pretty much in line with whatever he was told to do. Sometimes he'd go a little above and beyond, but doing certain things and being sneaky when no one knew he was doing things. So it's still in the instance, yeah, you should be apologized. You've done a lot of heinous stuff. That whole flight where you let them go down, you didn't even try. Maeve tried to find some sort of, situation or thing they could have gotten out of helping those people. But when he didn't do that and it was all caught on, video, it's just like, you don't feel remorse about anything. Going into the room to talk to Storefront, want her to, acknowledge your birthday, making it about yourself. She's literally one hand and burned on one side of her face. She's probably wanting to be consoled and considered and thought about, but he's just all about himself. So that was just interesting, but it wasn't so far fetched because it's just how he is. He's all about himself, self entitlement. You know, with him, the privilege is real. So watching the scenes with now knowing Huey of what Victoria is, and talking to Starlight, trying to figure out what to do, and she's like, hold off, we'll deal with it. But of course, he couldn't do that. He had to go to Red River himself, found out, come to find out there's all these kids in there who have powers, and just trying to see which families they could possibly be put with. And in the midst of that, he decided to make up a story. Him and his Starlight, his girlfriend, trying to have a child. He's not able to reproduce. And in the midst of that, it was his ploy to get the information needed, by bringing in, a drive so he can download and find out about Nadia, aka Victoria, and found out he did. Now, before I get into that, just seeing other scenes like with Butcher trying to come to terms if he's going to use the V, of course, having these little, as I want to say, dreams or just nightmares about, him using it. It's just very interesting because he has his opportunity to do that, and he's definitely conflicted because he doesn't like what they stand for, what those powers do. But then, of course, speaking with Huey and things that are being revealed to him, he changes his mind because he, of course, goes to see Gunpowder and have a chat with him. At first, it's good, but then it's like, he kind of adds a little extra, with certain, accusations and things that were made up. And, anybody can write anything on paper, and have it out there, and you have to kind of shot it down, which Gunpowder's like, that never happened. Nothing, bad happened between me and Soldier Boy. He was a good guy. And that just lets you know there's so much to the story, probably with him when he was grew up, because like he stated to him, he was young, and it was in Nicaragua and all that. He was a child, but we were working with some people through CIA, which he probably had no idea. Now he has to go back to who to find out what's going on, because she's definitely probably to keep that from him. He wasn't familiar with Soldier Boy before. Well, no, he was because of Mother's Milk. So that's very interesting, and I look forward to seeing if that comes up during the next episode if he goes to confront her about that. Now, speaking of Mother's Milk, I want to get on this really quickly. Now I ran on too much, but I'm glad that Mother's Milk is getting, a little bit more storyline now. We knew a little bit about that previous, actual seasons, but nothing he really talked about or harbored on it. So now we're really going to get into the thick of it with his storyline, understanding what he's been through, with his family, his father. And I like that because seeing how he had that closet all set up with all those, news clippings and things of that nature. And then when Butcher comes to him wanting his aid and him not wanting no part of it, but he was helping him with a little bit of information. And then realizing it's getting to him, like he was telling his ex, the ticks, the medication, his daughter, not wanting his daughter to see him like this and all that, and her part catching a whip but not realizing what's going on with her father. He's being a little extra aggressive and in a situation that happened in the home. And she's like, you just need to get back with Butcher. You just need to do it. I've never forced you to not do this, whatever, no, but you need to resolve this because it's going to just literally slowly eat at him, and he's not going to be able to function, and he won't be able to be there truly like he needs to be for his daughter. So I was kind of glad she said, I'm not realized this is just the best way. You're going to have to just deal with this head on, go with him, and just, work that out. And like she said, your daughter will be here. Just come back safe. So I'm happy. I'm glad to see Laz Alonso a little bit more because normally in the last couple of seasons, of course, he's a part of the team. They're doing their part. And I love their banter back and forth with Butcher, and the crew. But it was like we weren't really getting anything really with him per se through a storyline. He was just kind of in the backdrop a little bit here and there. So now we really get to see him. And I'm looking forward to seeing in one of these episodes maybe some sort of confrontation or something he's going to be saying to Soldier Boy about whatever went down. Because I was trying to read some of the clippings and something happened where somebody got caught in a crossfire with him, Soldier Boy, saving the day or, getting some thieves or something. I kind of caught a little bit of that. If I did, somebody could just note that in the comment section for me. So truly excited about that. Now with Kimiko and Frenchie, especially Kimiko, I can see that she just missed out on a lot when we got introduced to her in season 1, being that her and her brother didn't really have a childhood, and her going to what was it like like little amusement park for called something Vought something, I can't remember the full name, but needless to say, she was just so enamored, the fun, all that, just the thought of the memories that she could have had with her brother that just never could be. And then seeing the kids there, and of course her wanting to enjoy something. So of course they're there for a purpose to see, Crimson Countess, and they meet her, and she's putting on a good show and all, but they're there to get some information about Soldier. But like, what do you want to know? Needless to say, doesn't work to their favor because she doesn't really give anything away. So pretty much ends up getting away. But within that, she ends up killing somebody who's working, and that's the sad part because when Kimiko was there, she saw someone, little kid, and his sister just enjoying some treats, and just to come back out and see somebody who's been killed right in front of their eyes and is traumatized, they're never going to be the same. You see the part when she's explaining that to Frenchie, how she's broken. There's no way for me, someone like me, to really enjoy roller coasters, and it's just so sad. It broke my heart, and I just really felt for her just listening to her talk like that. But yeah, I hope they can get to a place where she will. And I think when we see that scene of them doing a musical, that's going to be that moment where she's really going to feel that way. I don't know if it's going to be something where it's just a dream sequence. I would really love it if it was true. But even though she keeps daydreaming herself singing, I really want them to show her singing. She actually belts out something. Actually, that would be nice, but I really feel like it might be. So I'm going to just hold my assumption for that and just pray that I could be wrong and it might be the latter. So, but yes, with that. And then one thing I thought was really interesting when we get back to Victoria, not realizing when Huey finds out the information is, and he opens up the stuff and sees it's Stan who ends up adopting. I'm just like, buddy, you're sitting there in full judgment of Homelander, and rightfully so, but it's like you got your own agenda and what you're trying to do. Hence, of course, with the uh, Compound V24, trying to get that through, and his little connections, and but then you have her and what he's been doing for her. I wonder how long before we saw her in season 2. She's been slowly infiltrating and dealing with anything in the past with getting rid of certain people, where it got him to where he is now, where he's the CEO. You know, right there, that reveal. And I wasn't expecting that reveal so soon. It'd be something probably middle of the season. But hey, nothing wrong with that. But that's just something right there I was not expecting. Because when I heard the voice, I'm like, what in the world? It's you. You're that close to her. So I'm gonna tell you, let somebody hurt her or even her daughter, that'll be partly on his fault. Because if Homelander gets any whiff of anybody who's close to him that he could use to hurt him, because you can see him sitting in that theater when they were having that little honor for him for his birthday and all that, he wasn't feeling that little situation that happened with Homelander speaking his truth. Homelander, you see, he don't care no more. So you really not gonna care what you think. He's really out there on a rampage with him. But what y'all can do, y'all can't control him, really. You really can't. So unless she's going to deal with him or be done with him, they're not going to do anything to, because they don't want to rise any more suspicion or brought anything else. Especially now that Stormfront, committed suicide. Once that part happened, it was a shift in him fully, where he's just like, I just really don't care. Laying on the bed where the blood was. I think she bit on her own, tongue or something, whatever, and all that. Take her. Oh my goodness. So yeah, this one was a doozy. This one was a doozy. And the last little part I have to just give a little kudos to is the beginning scene with the teeth and looks like Billy Zane's character. I swear I thought that was a whole part of a soap opera, but this is all based around his novel. Just oh my goodness. I just had to just note that real quick. And so pretty much that is it. So you guys comment below. Let me know what you think. And with that said, I'll see you guys next reaction. You guys take care.